Mark Thomas with U-POL Products here. Today I'm going to be talking to you about FLYWEIGHT GOLD, part number UPO 745. The purpose of this segment is to cover some of the features of the FLYWEIGHT GOLD. It's not designed to be an applicational video, it's just covering the features and benefits of the product. But before I actually begin mixing, at U-POL we highly encourage all of our technicians and field personnel to use personal protection equipment, which consists of latex or nitrile gloves, safety glasses, as well as particle masks. So if these are things that you're not using on a regular basis, we highly encourage you to do that. Now, as we begin with the FLYWEIGHT GOLD, one of the first things that I always like to show people is how smooth and uniform this product is in the can. It is an extremely rich product. There's not a lot of air bubbles or anything in that that's going to create pinholes in the filler as you mix it and spread it. The other thing that I'll cover is a way to mix the filler by taking your spreader and slightly cupping it U-shaped, and then you move the spreader in a figure 8 fashion on top of the filler and your mixing board, which very, very evenly distributes the filler and the catalyst together in one motion, and it really keeps down the introduction of air, which creates a lot of pinholes in your filler. Now, U-POL fillers are designed to work with 2%, and on a puddle of filler this size, 2% is approximately half to 2/3 of the distance across the puddle on about a 4-inch diameter puddle. So I'm going to add the activator to the material, kind of strung it out at the end there, and then you'll see that by cupping the spreader and rotating this back and forth in this figure 8 fashion, you can see how it begins to very, very evenly distribute the activator through the filler itself. I'm not whipping any additional air into this product. After we've mixed it up a little bit, we turn around, we pick it up, and we want to press down on the material. Again, pressing any air that's out. If we've got some unmixed areas, the same thing. We just go right back in. We run this again, and you can see it very, very uniformly distributes the hardener into the filler itself. We'll bring this down across here, pressing any air out that may be in there. One of the things that I like to show, and the reason that I leave these ridges in here, is to show how well FLYWEIGHT GOLD will hold a body line. This is a very non-sagging material. So if you're working a tight body line or hard body line on a door skin or a quarter panel, you don't have to worry about the product sagging on you. The other thing that you'll notice when you start to sand this material is we don't use any wax or paraffin on our products. So FLYWEIGHT GOLD will go from wet to sticky to ready to sand in a relatively short period of time, anywhere from 7 to 10 minutes depending on your ambient temperature. The other thing is, because there's no wax or paraffin in this material, I can come in with a piece of 80 grit sandpaper and sand on this product to knock it down. And this product will sand, it'll turn to powder, and we get zero paper loading on this material. So that instead of cutting with 40 grit or 36 grit to do your first initial cut on that, you can drop back to 80 grit, eliminate a lot of those coarse sand scratches in your filler or your repair, and you can see with this material right here, it's very crumbly, very, very powdery. This material doesn't ball up, it doesn't gum the paper, it always stays very, very easy to sand. Okay, so just in recap, a couple of things that I want to talk about here is, as you can see, the material is very fine powdery. The product, it doesn't matter if you sand it today, 2 hours from now, or a week from now, the product always stays easy to sand. And the things that are important to remember is that FLYWEIGHT GOLD will bond to bare metal, galvanized aluminum. It bonds to most plastics, including fiberglass and SMC. It's a solvent-proof material, and it's completely paintable after 20 minutes. It does not have to be glazed unless you've got a pinhole or a micro-popping issue that you're trying to deal with. It will not shrink. And you can see from the way that we mixed it and spread it that this product is extremely smooth and uniform. It spreads very nice, and it's very, very easy to sand with no clogging of even 80 grit sandpaper. Thanks a lot for the time that you've devoted to this material. I hope you've seen something that was interesting and that you'll give this product a try, and you'll have very good success with it.